Hey guys, it's Ash. I am back again for another video. What is up? So, sorry it's been a while since I last uploaded a video. I was going to do a video on minoxidil like I'm doing right now, but I was also going to do a bit about how I dyed my facial hair with my girlfriend. But I videoed the footage of dyeing my facial hair on her phone because my phone ran out of storage, and she just never got around to giving me the footage, and it's been like a month and a half. It's been too long to make the video in my opinion, so I just kind of scrapped that part of the video, and now I have to remake this part of the video that I've actually already filmed before. So yes, I am back. Sorry I look a bit scruffy, I'm not really binding, or I haven't done my hair, I'm in my pyjamas, it's quite late, it's like 11 o'clock I think. So yeah, that might be why I look a bit scruffy. My voice is all weird, I have a bit of a cold right now, so yeah, it's probably messed up my voice. Although the weird thing about that is I don't mind because it makes my voice slightly deeper, so that's cool. But anyway, the video, yes. So a lot of people have noticed that since about May I have been able to grow facial hair, and like not a tiny bit, but it's just like blonde, not really their kind of facial hair, like proper, well not proper, but a fair amount of facial hair that you can actually notice and see from a distance. And this is because I've been using this product, this hair growth product called minoxidil. My ex-girlfriend who appeared in one of my videos briefly, I think, actually bought me the minoxidil for my birthday, and so yeah, I've been using it since May. That was 7 months ago. I can't math, sorry. Yeah, that was 7 months ago, and I've been using it on and off since then. So where's the bottle? This is what the bottle looks like, right there. You won't be able to see it because it'll be backwards to you guys, but I will put a better photo up of it here. So yeah, that's what the bottle looks like, and it's really good actually. I got the, because you can get different strengths, I got the 5%, and it's actually for your hair, this one. I use it on my face. It's a 60ml bottle, but it lasts a while. Like, it's really good. It has worked really well for me. Like, I have been able to grow facial hair here a lot, like proper sideburns. I'm getting a light tash coming in. I've got hair growing in my cheeks. I've got hair growing on like my neck and my chin and my jawline. Like, I've got facial hair basically everywhere I would have a normal beard line. And that's really cool to me, because I've always wanted facial hair and a beard. So that's kind of how I grew my facial hair. The only problem with me growing the facial hair was it was really light, and I know I said it wasn't blonde, but it was blonde. It was kind of like a blondie white bleached colour. It was there, but it wasn't too noticeable. I mean, people could still see it, but it was you know, it wasn't too noticeable because I don't know, just because of the way it grew for me. It was a bit like bum fluff kind of facial hair looking. So that was the problem with it. Sorry. Yeah, the really good thing about what I found with the minoxidil is you're supposed to apply it twice a day or every day, and this bottle's supposed to last 1 month. It says 1 month supply of a bottle, which lasted me 7. But yeah, it's lasted me 7 months. It lasts a while, and even when I wasn't applying it daily, it was still working. Like, it was still working its magic. It was still making my facial hair grow, which is really cool actually, because I am really terrible at remembering to take anything. I've got some testosterone boosting pills that my trans friend Zach told me to take. The what's the word? Suggested them to me. Yeah, and I'm supposed to be taking them every day. There's 100 of them, so it's supposed to last 3 months, 10 days. But I'm really bad at taking them because I never remember to do anything. So with the minoxidil, I don't really remember to apply it, and that's that should be a problem, because I thought, hey, it won't work if I'm not applying it. But actually it continued to work, and it continued to grow my facial hair, even when I wasn't applying it every day, which was actually really cool, really convenient for me. So in a minute I'm just going to show you how I apply it, and I'll drop a link for it in the description. One thing I might have to say about it is it's a bit pricey if you don't have a lot of money. If you're an unemployed teenager like me, I'm only 15, but I got my rich ex-girlfriend to buy it for me, so it wasn't a problem. But yeah, it's a bit pricey. I think it's like £30, but it works really well, and it does work. My mum actually talked to my doctor about it when I said I wanted to apply it to my face, because my dad wasn't really down for it, so I was going to buy it myself. Sorry, I was just called to do something really quick. I am back. So yes, I told my mum I wanted to apply minoxidil to my face to help me grow facial hair, and she wanted to check it out with the doctor first to make sure it was okay, because I got annoyed at her at the time because she worries too much in my opinion, and she's too over caring and all that, and she's just a bit over the top with how much she worries and all that. So I was like,
oh mum, it's fine, you don't need to go to the doctors, it's totally safe, whatever.
Being a general ununderstanding teenager. Yeah, so she went and checked out with the doctor, which is fair enough, because for all she knew, it was some weird spray bottle that I was getting off the internet that I wanted to apply to my face, and it was chemical, and she didn't know much about it, so she wanted to make sure it wasn't anything dodgy, and she wanted to make sure it's real deal and it was totally suitable for me to take. So she went to my doctor and she kind of asked, hey, my son wants to take this, is this okay? And my old doctor, he was bold, and he said, well, it's not going to work, I don't think, because he had actually tried minoxidil to grow some hair on his head, and it hadn't worked for him. And one thing it does say on the bottle somewhere, anyway, somewhere on here it says as a kind of as a like warning, so you can't really sue them if it doesn't work. This might not work for everyone, it does say that on the bottle. And so my doctor said, hey, it's not going to work for him. I've tried it and it didn't work for me. I tried it on my head and that's totally different. It says on the bottle, prevents further hair loss, regrows hair. I didn't actually have any hair on my face to start with, but there we go. So he said it wouldn't work and it was a waste of time. But by this point I'd already gotten the minoxidil. So my mum told me, well, you can try it, and if it works, then great. You can use that bottle and that bottle alone, and if it doesn't work, then you're not buying another one. Fair enough. And I'm sure you can imagine how smug I felt when I found it was working for me. So that's great. In your face, Dr. I am joking, I'm going to blank out your name just so I can. Legal reasons. But yeah, I'm joking, but I'm really happy it did work. But warning for anyone out there who might want to try it, it won't work for everyone. Yes. So I'm now going to show you how I put it on and how it feels a bit. So it comes with a few different ways to apply it. It comes with a little spray lid thing, and what I just kind of do is I spray it on the places I want to grow facial hair, and you kind of got to rub it in for a bit, and it's got quite a strong chemically smell to it, and I wouldn't suggest eating it, but I've had it on my fingers when I've been eating and stuff, and it's got a strong, not very nice chemical taste. Don't eat it, don't try this at home. So it's got quite a strong smell and taste to it, but, you know, it's a chemical really. It's something that's developed in the lab to help 40-year-old men grow back their hair on their head, and cover up those bulge patches really. But it's the secret key for trans guys to grow facial hair. So you just kind of rub it in, spray it, don't get it in your mouth like I just did. One thing I have to say, I don't know if it's going to be the same for everyone, or if it's just me, but it does kind of irritate my skin a bit as I apply it, And I don't know if this is because it's a genuine, not irritant, but I don't know if it's generally because that's where it is, or if it's because I have sensitive skin, but it does itch and kind of tingle for a bit, but that's totally fine and normal for me, and I've had nothing really that nasty come out of it, so I assume it's okay. But if you're worried about it, if you're going to use it, go to your doctor and make sure. But I do have really sensitive skin. I can't use a lot of soaps and stuff because my skin is so sensitive. I have eczema, so that might be the case. Now about, sorry, it does look a bit weird when you apply it to your moustache area. That's what I was about to say. So when you're applying it to your moustache area, it obviously isn't a good idea to spray it right where your mouth and nose is. So what I kind of do is I spray it on my index finger and just kind of get that and rub it into my moustache area. Oh, I have a cold right now. My nose is all cracked and sore, so maybe that wasn't the best of ideas. But yeah, because you don't want to be getting it near your nose and mouth if you can avoid it. And there we go. It does leave your skin also feeling a bit sticky and wet because of a chemical, but again, that's fine, that's normal. You can wash it off after a while if you really want to, but I would suggest leave it on for a while, if not overnight. So now that I've applied it, I kind of wait about 10-20 minutes for it to sink into my skin properly, and within a month I started getting results, within a month of applying it. When I first got it, I tested it out by applying it to my arms and my legs and stomach, and actually that did also grow more hair there, as well as my face. So that was pretty cool. I'm not going to include the video that I had recorded doing it, but with dyeing my facial hair, I got my girlfriend Sophie to help. And what we kind of did was we got normal hair dye. I'm not good with the words in this video. I got the normal hair dye that you would dye your, head hair, and we got a eyebrow brush, and she just kind of went around applying it to my face where I have facial hair, and we sat there for a bit and let it set. We actually also, just for fun, dyed my arm hair, my stomach hair, my leg hair, and that took too. We weren't sure if it would work for my facial hair or if it would just dye my skin, but actually no, it did work really well. I'm going to include pictures of how the minoxidils worked for growing facial hair, and also the photos of, my facial hair after we dyed it. But yeah, so we got an eyebrow brush and we just kind of went around where my facial hair is and dyed it. It was a very long and tedious task, I must say. If you are going to do that, then you 1,000% need someone else to help you. You cannot do it alone, because you just can't see what you're doing really. And even with someone else, it did dye my skin, which took about 3 or 4 showers for it to actually come out. So if you want to, then get someone to help you. Just be really careful. It worked for me, but I'm not sure if it will work for everyone, just because, I don't know, it doesn't always work 10 out of 10 for everyone. Sometimes just dyeing doesn't work for people. Dyeing of hair, I mean, yeah, just prefacing that. Yes, anyway, so, yeah, get someone to help you. It might not work. It will probably most definitely dye your skin, but it actually looks really good. As it turns out, we kind of used the wrong colour, so it turned out slightly ginger for me, but it really showed up and it gave me that extra confidence boost and kind of took away some lingering dysphoria really, because I just felt a lot more confident. I had facial hair, you can see it's kind of faded a bit, but I think you might be able to see it here now, and that's great. We need to dye it again soon. We've kind of planned that we're going to dye it every month now. It only really dyed my sideburns the first time I dyed it. I'm going to dye it again soon this month, because we did that last month and that's December, that was in November. Yeah, you know how months work. So that's kind of what we did with that. And yes, I will drop in the link I will drop the link in the description for the minoxidil. I highly suggest to trans guys that aren't on testosterone yet, like myself. I'm not on testosterone, I mean. But if they really want facial hair like I've done, then they will try minoxidil. As surprising as it is, it did really work for me. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry about that. Maybe you can look at other alternatives like supplements or kind of other things that might help grow your facial hair. I don't have any more. I gave it to my girlfriend, but another thing that I used before I stumbled across minoxidil for facial hair was coconut oil. So I just went to Superdrug and got a little pot of it, and how that works is you kind of, it's quite solid in the pot. You kind of got to dig out a bit with your finger and you rub it together and it turns all liquidy in your hands when you apply that to your face. But I have to say, with coconut oil, if you can't afford minoxidil, that did grow a little bit of facial hair, like the tiniest bit, but it didn't work nearly as well as minoxidil did. So don't bank all your hopes on that if you can't afford minoxidil, or if you just simply don't want minoxidil. Then it does work, but only like a tiny little bit. It wasn't nearly as effective as minoxidil. And yeah, so that's all I have to really say, I think. And yeah, I will now include some pictures of my facial hair, like up close where you can see it properly. And yeah, I think that's it. Sorry for the delay on the video. I have no idea what my next video is about. That's a lie. I have a few ideas of what my next video might be about. It might be about packing respectfully, or how I feel about other guys on testosterone, because I have a friend who's just the other day started testosterone, and I've got some thoughts on that. It's nothing negative, but it's something I suffer with personally. So yeah, it might be about that, it might be about packing. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't planned the next video, so I'll upload when I do. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you all. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully I can talk in the next video. Alright, thank you. I'll see you later. Bye.